Hello all, welcome to the new Simply Put series by Kalam Academy. This is Priyanka Mahapatra, faculty at Kalam So today we'll be having a discussion on the newspaper dated 27th of February 2024. Coming to the text and the context section of the Hindu newspaper, one article was important regarding a terminology, that is Bitcoin halving. Then comes the explain section of the Indian Express newspaper. Two articles were important about the three policy responses in India's EV push. And second article is about that Maharashtra is exempting some private schools from RTE quota. Why and what is the rationale behind it? So these are the three articles that we are going to discuss today, which is displayed on your screen. So first article is about the three of the world's top electric car makers. They have announced their India entry plans over the past year. Now, what has been the policy responses towards it? So there has been three different ways of policy responses towards the three of the world's top electric car makers. So coming to the current policy, what is the current policy regarding the custom duty? So we are imposing heavy custom duties on cars which are imported as completely built units, which are imported as completely assembled cars. On those cars, we are imposing heavy custom duty in the term of 60 to 100%, depending on the engine size and irrespective of the cost, insurance, and freight value, whether it is higher or lower than $40,000. And now coming to the policy responses. So Tesla, that is the American car maker, which is demanding incentives from the government. It is demanding that the import duties be lowered for the EVs for at least a couple of years in return of the guaranteed financial commitment of around $2 billion in a proposed EV facility in India. Okay, talks are around that Tesla will be making its entry in return of these financial commitment. Then comes the VinFast manufacturing plans. So it is also calling to the government of India to reduce the import duties on its cars for about 2 years so that the potential customers get familiar with its product and while a local manufacturing plant comes on stream. So it is kind of similar to Tesla's market plant. Then comes this BYD Auto. BYD Auto is one of the three car makers that is trying to make entry into India, and it is a Chinese car maker. Because of this reason only, Center has turned down its proposal to establish a $1 billion EV plant, and this rejection is only on national security grounds. And this rejection is not new. We have already placed blockades and restrictions towards other Chinese car makers. For example, the Great Wall Motor Company, which failed to make an attempt uh, to buy our General Motors shuttered plant. But now experts are saying that BYD is already a leader in the battery technology. In 2020, it launched a Blade battery, which is much compact and safer than the lithium ion batteries that is used presently in the EVs, and the cost is also very less. Toyota has tied up with the BYD for all the battery supplies, and now the experts are saying that we should be capitalizing this partnership with BYD to harness, to gain the technological know-how of the battery technology. And whenever we are having any partnership with any company, there is always a precondition of tech transfer. Okay, so this is how we can get access to the technological know-how of the technology. And this precondition of tech transfer has been used to their advantage by many Chinese startups. Okay, and now today they are one of the leading companies in the world. Okay, and from the strategic point of view, it has been said that it makes sense for India to tap a technology leader such as BYD, irrespective of whether it is a Chinese company. Okay? So these are the three policy responses towards the three car makers which is trying to make entry into India for EV. Then comes the second article, that why Maharashtra is exempting the private schools from RT quota admissions. So here Maharashtra is not new to this thing. Maharashtra is joining the league of Kerala and Karnataka, who are diluting the private schools' obligations under the RT Act 2009. We all know that RT Act 2009 places an obligation on the private schools to reserve 25% of the seats towards the weaker section and the disadvantaged group in the neighborhood. And the students admitted under this quota, they will be given the fee concessions, and whatever fee concessions they are giving, they will be reimbursed by the state government. Okay, because according to section 12(2) of the RT Act, the state governments are bound to reimburse the expenses incurred by the private school per child, or the fee amount whichever is less. So according to the new rule, the private schools which are within the 1 kilometer radius of a government school, they need not have this mandatory quota. They need not follow this 25% quota under the RT 2009. And what is the rationale given by the governments of Karnataka, Kerala and Maharashtra? They're saying that if the private school is having this 25% quota of serving, of giving to the weaker and the disadvantaged section, then the parents are interested to admit their children in the private schools only. That is resulting in the dropping of the enrollment ratio of the government schools in the same neighborhood. And another thing is that the state governments are failing to reimburse the fees for the students admitted under this quota. For example, in Maharashtra, the pending payments have gone up to 2000 crore rupees. Okay, so bringing this new rule, it will increase the number of students in the government schools, because the private schools within that vicinity in the same neighborhood will not have this 25% quota, right? But the criticism is that whatever small window was there with the disadvantaged sections to get access into the good education in the private schools is now closed. Okay, so this was all about the second article. Then comes the important terminology for your prelims exam, that is Bitcoin halving. So what is this Bitcoin halving? So a Bitcoin halving is a pre-programmed event within the Bitcoin network that reduces the block reward for miners by 50%. So let's understand this. So Bitcoin miners, they are like treasure hunters. Okay, so the miners are like treasure hunters searching for digital gold as in the Bitcoins in this case, and that they will be getting by solving the complex puzzles, right? But in this treasure hunting, it gets harder when the treasure gets cut in half. That means the miners will only find half of the bitcoins, half as much as bitcoins for solving the same puzzles now. Okay, so why does this happen? Because it is built into Bitcoin's rules, Bitcoin network, to make it more valuable over the time. Like how gold is valuable over the time because it is rarely found. Okay, and the miners will now earn less for the same work they're doing, same hard work they're doing in solving the complex puzzles. Okay, so they will be earning less, and this makes the finding of new bitcoins more difficult. And that is how the bitcoins become scarcer and fewer new bitcoins are created, making the existing ones potentially more valuable, right? So this is the main motto of uh, Bitcoin halving, in order to increase the value of the existing Bitcoins. Okay, and here it is important to understand that the price of Bitcoin can go up or down after a halving. It is not guaranteed always that the prices will increase after halving. Okay, so it is a much volatile concept. It is not guaranteed that after having or after creating that scarce quantity of bitcoins, the prices will increase, but definitely the value of existing bitcoins, they are going to increase. Okay, so this was all about the bitcoin halving, so you should be knowing that for your prelims exam. Thank you so much, and the short notes of this video discussion will be provided in our Telegram channel, that is Kalama S Academy, and the link for joining our channel will be provided in the description box. Do join our channel for all the posts and updates, and do check our EKLAVYA ACE program, which is coming up with 40 half full length tests for the next 40 days of your prelims preparation. And I'll tell you why FLTs are the most effective way of preparing for this prelims exam, because your recalling capacity of your brain from all the subjects is checked at one point of time, unlike the sectional test. In sectional test, what do? You prepare for one subject, very freshly prepared, very fresh in your mind, then you attempt the questions, then those questions get right. Okay, and you also feel content that I'm going good with my preparation, but that is not actually the case. In prelims exam, you will get 100 questions from all the subjects, maybe from information that you would have read years back, that you would have read some months back. Okay, so you need to recall information, you need to train your mind in order to recall that information from all the subjects, in fact, at that point of time. So you need to train your mind that way. In that way, in the FLTs will help you train your mind. Okay, so this is why you should be going for more FLTs rather than running after the sectional test in every coaching institution, right? So do check our EKLAVYA ACE program and get access to 40 FLTs for the next 40 days of your prelims preparation. Thank you so much.